Alright guys, I have these two equations and they all have the same numbers, but there's one big key difference in them. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at this equation right here, and I want you to look at this equation right here. And I want you to think about what they have different, what they have the same, and let's see how they're solved differently. So go ahead and pause the video now, give yourself some time to think, and then when you think you have an answer, go ahead and push play. Alright, now on the first one, I've got some number x plus 3, all of it's divided by 5, and it should equal 4. And on this one, I just have x divided by 5 plus some number 3 equals 4. So the big difference is on this one, they're all being divided by 5, and on this one, only x is being divided by 5. Alright, so this one, x plus 3 is divided by 5, and this one, just x is divided by 5. I'm going to solve this one first because we should know how to do this already. If you want to, go ahead and grab a piece of paper and try this with me. So our first step on this, we've got a number all by itself, so we're going to move this number to the other side. So we're going to go with the opposite of plus 3, which is minus 3. Those cancel, and then I'll have 1 left over there, and then I've still got x divided by 5. Now how do we get rid of a divide by 5? Think the opposite of divide. Multiply by 5. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. These will cancel and give us x is equal to, and then 1 times 5 is 5. Now I'm going to go back and plug it in and get 5 divided by 5 plus 3, and it should equal 4. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1 plus 3 does equal 4. On this one over here, I have to do something different. Since they're both being divided by 5, what I am actually going to have to do first is cancel out this divide by 5. How do we cancel a divide by 5? We're going to multiply by 5. What I do to one side, I do to the other. Now these will cancel, and I'll just have x plus 3 is equal to 20. And solving it just like on the one step, move your 3, and you get x is equal to 17. Now let's plug that back in and make sure it worked. 17 plus 3 divided by 5, and it should equal 4. That's what we started with. So 17 plus 3, since it's all being divided by 5, we've got to do this part first. 17 plus 3 is 20. 20 divided by 5 does equal 4. So even though they had the same numbers and they started out the same, we had to solve them in different ways to come up with our answers. With one solution, we got a way different number than the other ones, even though they had all the same numbers and all the same symbols. Alright? We're going to start problems like this in our notes tomorrow.